What is going on, everyone? Vault of Metals here, and today we're on our way to the coin shop right now. I have some key things that I'm trying to pick up if I can find them. Not too sure what he's going to have for bullion wise, just because he's been lacking on inventory lately, and obviously it's not his fault, but he hasn't had too much, so I've been mainly buying constitutional. So we're on our way there now. I'm not going to film while I'm in there, but I will film as soon as I get back home, so I will see you guys then, and we'll go through what I picked up. Alright, so we are back from the coin shop. I spent a decent amount of time there today just going through his junk silver bin and talking to him and talking about some bullion and just some other kind of precious metal related news. Talked to a nice woman in there who was selling a lot of gold, which was pretty cool. Anyways, I feel like I picked up some key stuff that I needed here, and then you guys will see here shortly. I bought a lot of containers and capsules for some certain coins that I have right now, so I actually got home and had a mail delivery as well. It's nothing too crazy, but I'll just show you guys that as well. So let me kind of get things situated here. Pretty good condition on this. 1997. I have no idea what this means. It's probably something for his inventory. But just a standard United States proof set for 1997. Got a few of these now. Just kind of stacking not even stacking, just collecting them just because it is my birth year. So just think they were cool, and you can kind of actually get them for a really good price. But it's nice to see them when, you know, they're as old as I am and the packaging and stuff's not totally tore up. All right, put that off to the side and let's get into the good stuff here. So this is my coin shop pickup today. All right, like I said, I got a lot of capsules. I'm not really going to go through them too much. You can see here. For some large dollars, for a quarter, another large dollar, and then I bought the 40.6 millimeter and a dime tube. Bought these for my Australian kangaroos. Yes, they're in flips. I'm just a little weird about it. I like putting them in everything and just kind of having them in capsules. And then nice little junk silver bag here, which we will go through, and I'll show you why I purchased specifically those ones. So let me get these put away into the capsules, and then we'll get into it. Alright, let's get into what I purchased today. This little junk silver bag. I believe there's $3 face value in quarters and dimes, and then a few extra things in there. Alright, so actually my total as I was leaving was around $132, and I just told him to throw in a couple quarters to round it up to $140 because I didn't have any dollar small bills, and I know sometimes he runs low on them as well. Alright, this is what we're looking at. I don't believe there's any key dates of Mercury's here that I need. I believe actually maybe one. It's hard for me to tell exactly. I think it was this one here. Yeah, so this is a 1927. Pretty worn. Doesn't look like there's a mint mark, and if there was, definitely can't see it. But you can faintly see the 1927. I believe that's the only one that might be able to get into my book for the Mercuries, but as you know, Mercury Dimes are my favorite. Junk silver to stack here. So, and then same thing with the quarters. Majority of these I hope can fill my book or even replace some. He didn't have a lot. He had a lot of just kind of newer dates, you know, in the 60s for quarters, which is obvious, but I got a few Roosevelt Dimes here as well. I think I couldn't remember off the top of my head which ones I needed. I only went in there and wrote down a list for the quarters, so I'm hoping these fill a couple slots as well. Picked up another Standing Liberty. I mean, it's pretty worn, I believe. You can hardly see the date on it. I believe the date is 1926. 1926S. It's funny because of everything on here, the best thing you can see under the loop here is the S mint mark. Really no significance on me purchasing it. I just kind of like them, and I've been just stacking them a little bit if I can come across them. If he has readable dates and readable mint marks, I do grab them typically out of the junk bin. If he doesn't, if they're not readable, I typically kind of just don't really pay the premium for them. So you might ask why I'm putting it in a capsule. It was just in the junk bin. It's nothing crazy. I understand that, but I just kind of have a small collection going. So let's see if these fill any of my books. Oh, and we're looking at, just bought some dollars. I got a 1921 Morgan, and then I bought a 1922 piece dollar. This is actually my first piece dollar. Pretty cool. I kind of picked it up because once he gave me my total for just the junk silver here, I said, you know what? Let me just see, the tube of your dollar coins, and then I'll just pick a couple up. Our Whitman books, see if we can fill any spots here with these quarters. I'm hoping we are. All right, let me sort them out by date real quick. All right, let's see what we're looking at. So I don't have too many quarters. This is kind of what my book's looking at so far. So start with the 1941. I knew that my book, so on this I accidentally got the number 2 instead of the number 1. And once I fill this, I will probably end up getting number 1 unless I just get discouraged, because in his junk bin he has a lot of early quarters, a lot of 30s and 40s. I'll start just kind of picking those up here and there. 40, because this starts at 48, so I'm not going to have anything besides couldn't remember where the book started. For some reason, I thought it starts at 1948. For some reason, I thought it started at 42. That's why I picked up 2, because I believe this is just a standard 1942, and I guess so is that one. I thought it was a 42D. I guess I'm wrong. All right. 46, 52. So I should be able to fill this. Yeah, this is just a standard 52, no mint mark. So at least we got 1 in the slot there. Pretty much, like I said, most of his quarters were all newer or pretty old. He had nothing kind of in between the late 40s and 50s. I went through damn near every single one of them. So okay, so we filled 1 at least, and I don't think I need any of these. Or yeah, I do. I knew I needed 54s. For some reason, that was a key one that stuck out to me. Okay, so we have 2 54Ds. So this is a 54D going in the book. And then just your standard 1954. And I think that is pretty much it on the quarter. So we filled 3 spots today. So cool. We filled the 1952, 1954, and the 54D on the Whitman quarter book here. So now we're going to be looking at the dime book. I knew this book is going to take me a very, very long time, which I'm okay with. So I don't believe there's any in here that are significant or that I need. I think maybe 1 that I picked up but most of his Mercs aren't that old. 1943. I should have that one already. Yep. 43D. This one's a 1941 and 43 that I already have. So, okay, yeah, here we go. Here's one for the book. So, obviously, heavily circulated. So, hopefully, I can replace this one at some time in the future. This is a 1923, and it's heavily worn, but faintly you can see it. You can see the 3, 1923, and there's no mint mark. That's even relatively visible. Again, this was super circulated and super fine, but it's definitely a 1923. Like I said, I have no idea if there's a mint mark. If there was, it's definitely not visible, so it'll go in the standard. All right, I think that was the earliest Merc that he had in that bin, so that one fit. So we got 1 in there, 3 in the quarters, and now I bought 3 Roosevelt Dimes. I don't believe there's any fillers. There might be. I can't remember exactly. I was in there for a while and did a lot of talking. But this is my progress on Roosevelt so far. Not terrible. All right, 1953D. Have it already. I actually filled a lot of these recently from a roll that I bought from a buddy of mine, and I just gave him an X amount of dollars for the roll, and I filled, I think, about at least at 5. 1952D, have it. Okay, I just needed a standard 90. I knew, for some reason, again, one of those key ones that stuck out to me was 1952, but I couldn't remember if I needed the mint mark or not. 1947D. Cool, we can fill one at least. That's all that matters. Personally, I think the dime will be the fastest one that I fill, or at least the Roosevelt Dimes, but who knows. All right, that's cool. At least we got to fill a few pieces of our books. That's always a plus. So there's not much else. Just been mainly stacking constitutional silver. That's kind of where I've been at, because obviously it's fractional. Everybody knows about it. I would argue that it's some of the most recognizable silver ever. So nice first piece dollar. Obviously nothing crazy. Then this is just the Mercury dimes that I don't have in the book, and then just some more Morgans, and I believe I bought capsules for them all. So I have been stacking junk silver strictly. You know, like I said, it's fractional. Premiums are a little high, but premiums are high on about everything right now, unfortunately, and it's just, there's not much that you can get your hands on, at least especially at my coin shop. He hasn't had too much. So now we'll be working on a full tube of Mercs. He did not have that many. I don't know if it's because I've just, every time I've been going in there, I've been buying a lot of his Mercs, or, you know, maybe somebody else is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Who knows? Because today, I didn't buy them all, but he really didn't have that many. Now we're going to be working on that there. And on my Roosevelt roll, I don't know how much I'm short, but I think I'm only short a few. So we will see. I think I need a couple more, actually. I don't think these two will do it. But I appreciate you guys watching. You know, wasn't super informative today. This was more of a fun video. Me going to the coin shop, me looking for key dates for my Whitman books that we went through. Definitely think that if you guys are looking more into the collector side of things and you want something to do, these are the way to go. So make sure you guys stay tuned for my next video. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because we are coming out with more videos and we are getting more silver every single week. I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys hit my Instagram to see kind of what my stack's looking like, and sometimes my progress on my Whitman books, what I've been buying that I don't post on YouTube, etc. So again, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys have a good one.